Well, what a fantastic Monday it is out there, Josh, after a great weekend, too.
I know these nice weather conditions just kind of continue to take us well into the middle of October, and I think many of us are probably here for it.
I'm so here for it.
Yes. The bright blue sunny skies once again finding their way back into the Pacific Northwest as our temperatures right now are hovering in towards the mid 60s, but our end goal close to 80 degrees for us here along the I-5 corridor. Just a bit of that marine layer hugging parts of our shoreline along the Oregon and Washington seaside areas. But as far as those temperatures go up and down the I-5 corridor, back up into the mid 60s, low 70s, even found out along the coast. So really shaping up to be a very nice day as our autumn views are really starting to take over a lot of our foliage here across the Pacific Northwest as we continue to work our way deeper into the month of October. It's really the ash trees that are right around peak right now. I give them about another week or two unless we get some winds to come through to hold on to their leaves, and the locust trees just about the same, but we're really still waiting on a lot of the maples and the oak trees to start to pop here in the weeks to come. Now, over the next 7 days, we do anticipate a lot of the fall foliage to start to close in on the I-5 corridors. The high terrain, all above about 5,000 feet, has already passed its peak due to the cooler conditions, and we've already been talking about the snow potential for some of our high mountain peaks that we've seen over the past week or so. As all is calm, quiet, clear across the western sections of Oregon and southwest Washington, but we are keeping our sights on our next shower maker. It's a very weak system developing over the Pacific Ocean, but it will be marching its way onshore as we work our way through the next several days. As the month of October has brought us a little bit more than 1/4 of an inch, so right around 3/10 or so, but that still puts us below our average by about 1/10 of an inch. And we are desperate need of some snowy conditions in places like Mount Hood as we currently sit in towards the low 60s after we managed to pick up on a light dusting of snow on Oregon's highest peak just last week. But we get another little dip here in our snow elevation levels, falling back to about 6,000 feet just in time for the middle of the week. It's only if we have enough moisture that will support the snowfall that will be beneficial as we really start to hone in on our snow depth for Mount Hood. Come November, within about the next month or so, we are talking about the potential for several feet to cover Oregon's highest peak as the clouds are expected to increase later tonight. Tomorrow, really kind of waking up with that sun-cloud mix. It's not until the mid-morning hours that we see the potential for a little bit of the wet weather find its way back into the I-5 corridor, but this is not going to be a super soaker event for any of us here across the Pacific Northwest as our rain gauges really start to fill up to just a couple of 1/100ths of an inch, maybe closer to 1/10 of an inch out along the coastlines. Our 7-day forecast does show that we end the warming trend today with nearly 80 degrees. And we fall by about 10 degrees come tomorrow with an increase in that cloud coverage. Again, maybe a raindrop or two just after the lunchtime period that carries over into Wednesday. The rest of the week, though, stabilizing with those highs into the upper 60s and low 70s, and another spectacular weekend starting to take shape. So if you've not done the corn mazes, the pumpkin patches, you get another free weekend to do that.
And the leaves haven't really even started like totally piling up yet. So
no.
Other days that might be good picture opportunities.
Yes, and then you can put off that yard work till later in the month.
I always do. Yeah. Okay. We'll be right back. Stick around.